One of the most annoying people on Twitter, I'm not kidding you, is Neil deGrasse Tyson. He is super buzzkill, super annoying, especially when it's dealing with space or pop culture or things like that. He likes to butt in. He likes to make his jokes. He likes to be that guy that everyone's like, oh, Neil's here. Oh, everyone, Neil's here. Great, Neil, you asshole. But no, he's not a bad dude. He's that guy. Everyone knows that guy, right? The information guy. But one thing happened to him a while back. He got Me Too'd of sexual misconduct, and he had a lot happen to him as a result of that. But after an investigation, we can finally say, without a shadow of a doubt, that Neil deGrasse Tyson will remain Hayden Planetarium director after sexual misconduct investigation ends. Now, this coming after the Andy Signore thing is not getting talked about in any real mainstream press. This article comes from Deadline, which was giving us a bit of information on that one. It was giving us the breakdown of it. And the real question is going to be, are people going to be talking about this? Are they going to be looking into this? Is perhaps maybe in one way, shape, or form, Me Too can go too far? And you know what? The answer to that is simply no. So it's not up to them. It's up to us to maintain that conversation. Not to say that sexual assault doesn't happen and that it shouldn't be reported. It absolutely should. But we also need to, innocent until proven guilty, and due process is a thing. And it appears in this case, due process has happened. So saying here that Neil deGrasse Tyson will stay on as a director of New York's Hayden Planetarium after the organization's investigation into two women's sexual misconduct claims ended. Tyson remains employee and director of the Hayden Planetarium, said a statement from the American Museum of Natural History. The planetarium is part of the American Museum of Natural History. Now, the apparent exoneration of Tyson follows other misconduct accusations against the famous astrophysicist / TV personality last November. Those complaints prompted Fox, Nat Geo, and the series producers to launch a probe. Of course, I'm not against them launching a probe. Someone makes a claim, launch the probe. I get it. Now, while it was ongoing, Fox and Nat Geo put on hold the season 2 premiere of the science docuseries Cosmos, originally slated for March 3rd. That was months ago. That was almost 4 months ago. No, almost 5 months ago. Meanwhile, Nat Geo pulled its Tyson-hosted Star Talk off the air after new allegations surfaced. So let's think about this for a second here, right? You got this guy, noted astrophysicist, right? Noted TV personality science guy that, is kind of that know-it-all that people like to kind of like drag on Twitter a little bit. He's not hated. Not a whiff of anything bad around this guy. So then two women come out and they accuse him of some stuff, which, if he did it, then call it out. But in the meantime, it's like immediate cancel culture kicks in, right? He's put on suspension. His stuff is pulled. At this point, it becomes a destroy Neil deGrasse Tyson situation. The same thing happened to Andy Signore. Accusation came out, provably false at this point, destroyed his entire life. Now, granted, his situation is a little bit different in the fact that he had committed adultery, but that's his own mistakes and he's admitted as such. Now, in the Hayden Planetarium case, two women accused Tyson of sexual misconduct. In the article that appeared last November, one of them, a Bucknell University professor, alleged that he examined her solar system tattoo and then followed her tattoo into her dress. In a separate incident, a former assistant on his Cosmos show claimed he made uncomfortable sexual advances. So either he's been cleared of the misconduct at this point. They've launched the probe. They found that that nothing happened. Right? They found that it's not either as big of a deal as they say it is. And it doesn't give a lot of details there. It's like, oh, he made unwanted sexual advances. Is it what's the severity? If he didn't get fired, then it's less than John Lasseter. And if you followed the John Lasseter things, that was like unwanted hugging. And that was, that's what led him to get ousted out of Disney. But now he's over at Skydance. That's going to be interesting. But we have to, look, the thing is, we ask for due process. They gave him due process. They found that the accusations were either not willing or not up to the standard of evidence needed to suspend or fire somebody. Well, he's already suspended, so firing him. And as a result from this now, he's going to be back at his job. And, is this going to bring back Cosmos? I don't know. I don't know, because the one woman is a Bucknell University professor, so not tied to Fox or Nat Geo for the either Cosmos season 2 or Star Talk. I don't know if they're going to do that or not. Now that Disney owns Fox, it's entirely possible they won't bring it back at all, that they're just going to cancel it. Which, I mean, if they allowed him to come back, then that generally means that the conduct, the investigation proved it wasn't that bad, or nothing happened. I mean, I've noticed here that it just says, it says on, following the investigation. So if he's allowed to keep his job, then it basically says to me that they didn't find anything. I could be wrong. I could be entirely wrong. I have no idea. The article is not telling me much, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see if he gets to go back on Nat Geo. We'll have to wait and see if he gets to go back on Cosmos, because I know Cosmos was a big thing for Seth MacFarlane, who pulled all the clout he had at Fox to get it made. And then they made another one. And I think a lot of people want to see it. And I think they'd be dumb to not release it. I do. If the investigations have found nothing, the probes have found nothing, then innocent until proven guilty. We have to maintain that standard. Anyway, I leave it to you, your thoughts, your opinions. What do you guys think about this one? Do you think it's going to be a big deal? Do you think they're going to let deGrasse Tyson come back, or are they just going to let him remain as the director of the Hayden Planetarium? But his TV days are done. I mean, if I had to guess, if I had to be realistic here, and this is going to be me sounding negative, but if I had to be realistic, I would say that he's probably done on TV. He'll get to keep his job. He'll get to keep his name, his reputation, at least for the most part. The accusations are always going to be there regardless of the probe's findings. And then they'll let him just kind of slink back into a normal existence doing that. How do you feel about that? Let me know. If you guys want to leave your comments, it'd be great. If you want to toss a like, that'd be fantastic. Let's get it up to like 150 likes. I think we can do that. And subscribe if you're new, if you want. If not, all good. And I will chit chat with you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. And peace out.